Hi everyone, a very good evening. This is Sheetal Chaudhary, your accounts master teacher, and I welcome you all to Vedantu Commerce. We are here for a better future. Hi Mamta. So this is your today's schedule. After my session, you will be having your economic session with Neha ma'am at 7 p.m. Now let's start this session with some positive thoughts. Don't stress. चिंता की कोई बात नहीं है. Don't stress. Do your best and forget the rest. So do your best. Hi Ananya. So this is class 11th, this is class 12th accountancy session, and if you guys are new to our channel Vedantu Commerce, then please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to like this video and share this with your friends and family. And you can also join our official Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. The link is in the description box below. तो जल्दी से जाइए and join the Telegram group if you want to receive the notes in the Telegram group, if you want to receive the notes in the PDF form. And now let's begin with our session. How to do revision and how to solve sums of the chapter NPO, Part-2. So today also we will be discussing the NPO chapter and some important questions. So if you want more tricks and tips, then you can take Vedantu Commerce Pro Subscription. I will tell you the features later, but let me tell you that right now we are giving you flat 20% discount on this Pro subscription. The actual price for 1 month of this Pro subscription is 3499, but after discount you will only have to pay 2799. So after discount the price will be 2799 for all the subjects. So what are you waiting for? Go and take your Pro subscription right now at flat 20% discount by using my code SCPRO. And I will love to teach you all on Pro subscription. Hi Priyanshu. So now let's start how to solve questions of the chapter NPO. So coming on to the question number 3, we have already covered 2 questions of this chapter in the previous session of Saturday. हम already 2 question कर चुके हैं on Saturday. So now we will be starting with question number 3, which is one of the most requested question. This is fund-based question, and you know that these types of questions are asked for 4 marks. So following is the information that is given in the respect of certain items of sports club. Show these items in the income and expenditure account and the balance sheet of the club as at 31st March 2018. We are required to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet. So now we will read every item and we will see that where those items will be recorded. So first we have sports fund as on 1st April 2017. Sports fund is a specific fund. Sports fund is a specific fund and therefore it will be recorded on the liability side of balance sheet. We will record it on the liability side of balance sheet. Then we have sports fund investment. Then we have sports fund investment 3,50,000. Investments are assets. Investments are asset. You will record it in the asset side of balance sheet. We will record it on the asset side of balance sheet. Then interest on sports fund investment. Interest on sports fund investment you will add to the sports fund. Interest on sports fund investment. Interest we will add to the sports fund. Then donation for sports fund. Donation is also an income related to the fund. Therefore, you will also add this in the sports fund. Donation for sports fund we will add in the sports fund. Then sports prizes awarded. You are giving prizes. So it is an expense. Sports prize awarded, it is an expense. You will subtract from sports fund. You will subtract from sports fund 1 lakh rupees. Hi Dilip. Then expenses on sports event. Expense. It is clearly mentioned that it is an expense. So you will subtract from sports fund. Expenses on sports event will be subtracted from sports fund. Then general fund. General fund, it is also represented as a liability. Any fund will be represented as a liability in the balance sheet. So general fund you will record on the liability side of balance sheet. Then general fund investment. General fund investment. Investment is a asset. The most important item, interest on general fund investment. Interest on general fund investment, you will not add this in the general fund. Interest on general fund investment will be credited in the income and expenditure account. So interest on general fund investment will be credited to the income and expenditure account. So only one item will be recorded in the income and expenditure account. You will add the interest, you will write down the interest on the credit side. Yes, general fund comes under capital fund. So we will write the interest on general fund investment on the credit side of income and expenditure account. We will write down the interest on general fund investment in the income and expenditure account on the credit side. Then for sports fund, you will prepare a working note. For sports fund, you will prepare a working note. For sports fund, we will prepare a working note. This is your sports fund. The balance of sports fund was 3,50,000. In this fund, you will add interest on sports fund. You will add 40,000. You will add donation received for sports fund. You will add 1,50,000. You will subtract sports prizes awarded. You will subtract 1 lakh, and you will subtract expenses on sports event. You will subtract 40,000. The final balance of sports fund is 4 lakh. The final balance is 4 lakh, and this will be recorded in the balance sheet. This we will record in the balance sheet liability side. So this is your balance sheet. This is your balance sheet. On the liability side, you will record sports fund 4 lakh, general fund 8 lakh. And on the asset side, you will record the investment. Sports fund investment 3,50,000. General fund investment 8 lakh. So funds are liability, therefore they will be recorded on the liability side of balance sheet. And investments are asset, you will record on the asset side of balance sheet. So now with this, the question is complete. The conclusion is that all the income related to the specific fund will be added in that fund, and all the expenses related to that specific fund will be subtracted. And after adding and subtracting the income and expenses, the balances will be, the final balance will be recorded in the balance sheet. So now tell me, is this question clear to all my students? Is it clear to you, Priyanshu, Mamta, Dilip? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it clear or not? What about others? Clear. So now coming on to our fourth question, our next question. This is your question. From the following, receipt and payment account of City Club, and from the following information supplied, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2018 and the balance sheet as that date. Now this is a comprehensive question in which we are required to prepare balance sheet, income and expenditure account both. यहाँ पर हमें दोनों बनाने हैं, and these types of question will come in exam definitely. So, first of all, we will read the receipt and payment account carefully, and we will identify that where we will record these items. So first item, to balance brought down. This is opening balance of cash. To balance brought down, this is opening balance of cash. You will record this in the opening balance sheet on asset side. This is cash balance. So you will record this in the opening balance sheet on the asset side. Then to subscription. You are receiving subscription of the previous year 2016 and 17. So if any subscription are outstanding for this year, if any subscription are outstanding for the year 31st March 2017, from that you will subtract 5,000. Yes, if you are required to prepare closing balance sheet, so before closing balance sheet, you will prepare opening balance sheet to find out capital. From where you will find out capital? So first we will prepare opening balance sheet, and the balancing figure in the opening balance sheet will be capital. So yes, we are required to prepare opening balance sheet also. Now, in the subscription, we will only record the current year subscription. Right now, we will only record the current year subscription in the income and expenditure account. And you are also receiving subscription for 2018 and 19. In the current year, you are receiving advance. For the next year. So you will record this on the liability side of the balance sheet. You will record this on the liability side of balance sheet. This is what? This is subscription received in advance. Then rent. To rent received from the use of hall. Rent will be recorded in the income and expenditure account. Profit from entertainment in the income and expenditure account, credit side. Sale of old newspaper, income and expenditure account, credit side. And all the expenses, salary, general expenses, and electricity, these three will be recorded on the debit side of income and expenditure account. Books are asset. Books are asset. You are purchasing asset. You will not record in the income and expenditure account, because if you are making payment for book, it is capital expenditure, which will be not recorded in the income and expenditure account. Also, newspapers are capital expenditure. No, newspapers are not capital expenditure. Newspapers are revenue expenditure. So this will be also recorded in the income and expenditure account. Newspaper are also revenue expenditure. Hi, Ujjwal. So now this is your additional information. We will record the additional information later. First of all, let's record the receipt and payment item. We have recorded salary in the income and expenditure account. We have recorded general expense, electricity charges, and newspaper also. We have recorded all the item, all the expenses on the debit side. On the credit side, you will record all the income. By subscription. Subscription for current year was 20,000. Subscription for current year was 20,000. Rent 14,000. Profit from entertainment 8,000. Sale of old newspaper 2,000. These are the items of receipt and payment account that we have recorded in the income and expenditure account. Now, after recording these items, we will read the additional information. So, additional information is, the club has 50 members, each paying an annual subscription of 500. The club has 50 members, each paying an annual subscription of 500. So current year subscription should be 25,000. Current year subscription is 25,000. There are 50 members, each paying an annual subscription of 500. So there are how many? There will be how much subscription for the current year? 25,000. Out of the 25,000, the total subscription should be 25,000. Out of 25,000, how much we have received? Out of 25,000, we have only received 20,000. So the balance 5,000 is outstanding subscription. The 5,000 is outstanding subscription of current year. So the 5,000 which is not received, it is outstanding subscription, and outstanding subscription you will record on the asset side of the closing balance sheet. This 5,000 we will record in the closing balance sheet on the asset side. So this was the first adjustment. Second adjustment says that subscription outstanding on 31st March 2017 were 6,000. Subscription outstanding for the previous year were 6,000. But out of these 6,000, subscription outstanding for the previous year is 6,000. But out of this 6,000, we have received, out of this 6,000, we have received 5,000 for 2016 and 17. So subscription outstanding for this year is 6,000, out of which we have received 5,000. So remaining 1,000 is still outstanding, that you will record in the closing balance sheet on the asset side. Remaining 1,000 is still outstanding for this year. So we will also record this 1,000 in the closing balance sheet. So closing balance sheet में हम दो outstanding subscription record करेंगे. In closing balance sheet, we will record the current year outstanding subscription, that is 5,000, and we will record the previous year outstanding subscription, that is 1,000. Current year की 5,000 outstanding है and previous year की 1,000 outstanding है. Coming to the next adjustment, next additional point. On 31st March 2018, at the end of the year, salary outstanding amounted to 2,000. This is salary outstanding for current year. How, ma'am, TAT will be received in current year? Mamta, I'm not getting you. Please write it again. So, on 31st March 2018, salary outstanding is 2,000. So, this is related to current year. At the end of the year, subscription outstanding is 2,000. So, you will add this 2,000. And you will also record this in the closing balance sheet on the liability side, because salary outstanding is your liability. So outstanding salary at the end of the year will be added in the salary and it will be recorded in the closing balance sheet on the liability side. Then further it is said that salary paid in the year ended 31st March 2018. Salary paid in this year included 6,000 for the year ended 31st March 2017. In the current year, we have paid 6,000 that is related to the previous year. So it is related to the previous year. Therefore, you will subtract this from the salary because it is related to previous year. And also you will record this in the opening balance sheet, because if previous year amount is paid in current year, अगर पिछले साल का कुछ पैसा आप इस साल पे कर रहे हो, इसका मतलब ये है कि it was outstanding in the previous year. It was outstanding in the previous year. So we will record this in the opening balance sheet on the liability side. Subscription outstanding of previous year 1,000 we'll receive in current year, including that. No, ma'am? Okay, Mamta, let me explain this. So, for the previous year, subscription outstanding were, for the previous year, subscription outstanding were 6,000. And subscription received for that year is 5,000. Subscription outstanding for previous year is 6,000. And subscription received for that particular year is 5,000. It means the amount which is not received, 1,000, is still outstanding. It is still outstanding. Good evening, Manish. So salary outstanding for the current year is 2000. We will add this, and subscription outstanding for the previous year is 6000. We will subtract this. Manish, if you have joined late, you can watch the recorded session. I'm not going to repeat the question from beginning. So to salary 28,000, you will add outstanding for current year 2000, and you will subtract outstanding for previous year. We will subtract 6,000. So 30,000 minus 6,000, it will be 24,000. It will be 24,000. Hi Manjeet. Outstanding for current year will be recorded in closing balance sheet. Outstanding for previous year will be recorded in opening balance sheet. Then coming on to the next adjustment. In next, it is said that on 1st April 2017, at the beginning of the year, the club owned building valued at 2 lakh, furniture valued at 20,000, and books valued at 20,000. These are opening assets. These are opening assets we will record in the opening balance sheet. These values will be recorded in the opening balance sheet, and then provide depreciation on furniture. So furniture is of 20,000. 20,000 is furniture. You will provide 10% depreciation. 10% of 20,000 will be 2,000. Depreciation will also be recorded in the income and expenditure account. To depreciation 2,000. To depreciation 2,000. Now we have recorded the full question. It's time to find out the deficit or surplus. It's time to find out the deficit or surplus. Add the all credit item, add all the debit item. Credit side is more than the debit side. Credit side is more than the debit side. So there is surplus of 5,000. There is surplus of 5,000 which will be added in the capital fund. Which will be added in the capital fund. There is surplus of 5,000. Subscription 20,000, no ma'am. Ujjwal, they were 20,000, but subscription received in the current year is 20,000. It is received, but there are 50 members and each member is paying 500 rupees. So 50 multiplied by 500, it should be 25,000. So 5,000 rupees which is not received is outstanding subscription for the current year. Deficit means a kind of loss when your expenses are more than income. Deficit means excess of expenditure over income. Manjeet, subscription क्या होता है? Good morning, Manjeet. बहुत जल्दी उठ गए हैं आप. It is end of your session and you were asking me what is subscription. Please go and check out our previous session to know about the meaning of subscription, because right now we are doing practical question, not the concepts. Class 11, you are not allowed to watch this session. It's not for you, it's for class 12th. So now your income and expenditure account is complete. Now it's time to prepare the opening balance sheet. This is the opening balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 1st April 2017. On the asset side, you will record, first of all, you will record all the asset. Building, 2 lakh. Furniture, 20,000. Books, 20,000. The opening balance of cash in bank given in the receipt and payment account was 7,000. And subscription outstanding for the previous year was 6,000. Subscription outstanding for the previous year was 6,000. So in the opening balance sheet, you will record the full subscription outstanding. Subscription outstanding for the previous year is 6,000. On the liability side, you will record salary outstanding for the previous year. It is 6,000. Now your balancing figure in the opening balance sheet. Your balancing figure will be capital fund 2,47,000. Your balancing figure will be capital fund 2,47,000. This we will utilize in the closing balance sheet. So now in the closing balance sheet, first of all, we will write down subscription outstanding. Subscription outstanding for current year is 5,000 because subscription for current year should be 25,000. Subscription of current year is 25,000, out of which we have only received 20,000. So subscription outstanding for current year is 5,000. Subscription outstanding for previous year was 6,000, out of which we have received 5,000. So 6,000 minus 5,000, 1,000 are still outstanding. So total subscription outstanding is 6,000. Total subscription outstanding is 6,000, 5,000 for current year, 1,000 for previous year. After that, the building is 2 lakh. Furniture, the opening value of furniture was 20,000. But we have also charged depreciation on same at the rate 10%. So you will subtract depreciation from the opening value, less 2,000. Now the closing value of the furniture is 18,000. Then books. Books are 20,000. And we have also purchased books in the receipt and payment account. We have purchased book. So here you can see on the credit side, buy book. You have make payment for the book. It means you have purchased book. So you will add these purchases. You will add these purchases. Add purchases at 10,000. Opening value 20,000, add purchases 10,000. Now the books are of rupees 30,000. Now the final value of books are 30,000. And then you will write down the closing cash balance from the receipt and payment account. From the receipt and payment account, your closing balance of cash is 4,000. Your closing balance of cash is 4,000. You will record this in the closing balance sheet. We will record this in the closing balance sheet. Cash at bank, 4,000. Cash at bank, 4,000. So our asset side is now complete. Our asset side now is complete. Now we will write down the liability side. So in the receipt and payment account, we have received subscription for the next year in advance. For 2018 and 19, we have received 4,000 subscription in advance. So subscription received in advance is a liability. Advance subscription 4,000. In additional information, salary outstanding for current year was given. So outstanding expense is also a liability. Salary outstanding 2,000 for the current year. The main thing, capital fund, that we have calculated from the opening balance sheet. Capital fund we have calculated from the opening balance sheet, 2,47,000. In this capital fund, you will add surplus of the income and expenditure account. Add 5,000. Now the capital fund is 2,52,000. The total is 2,58,000 and the total of both sides should be same. The total of both these sides should be same. If it is not same, then your answer is incorrect. So make sure that the total of balance sheet is equal, is same. So this is your comprehensive question of the NPO chapter, in which we have prepared income and expenditure account, opening balance sheet and closing balance sheet. So now tell me, is this question clear to everyone? Is this clear to all of you guys? Yes, Dilip. Yes, Mamta. Yes, Ujjwal. So, if you guys want more classes like this, if you want to solve more practical questions with me, then you can take Vedantu Commerce Pro Subscription. In this Pro Subscription, we are providing you all of these benefits, including all these subjects, accounts, maths, economics, business studies. All these subjects are provided to you in this Pro Subscription. And we are providing you more than 10 teachers with having 5 years of experience. So highly experienced teachers will be provided to you. All these teachers will continuously work on your areas of improvement, on your weakness. Then we are providing you more than 2,000 hours of live online classes. You can watch unlimited live classes on our Vedantu platform. All the classes will be conducted in English only. All our classes will be conducted in English only. And we will also conduct regular tests for you. We will provide you regular assignments containing thousands of questions. So all of these features are provided to you in the Pro subscription. The actual price of this Pro subscription for 1 month is 3,499. But right now we are providing you flat 20% discount on this Pro subscription. After discount, you will only have to pay 2,799. So what are you waiting for? किसका इंतजार है? Go and take your Pro subscription right now at flat 20% discount by using my code SCPRO. And I would love to teach you all on Pro subscription. And if you guys want to get more questions like this, more chapters like this, then go and subscribe to our channel Vedantu Commerce for more such classes. And don't forget to like this video and share this with your friends. And you can also join our official Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. The link of this group is in the description box below. So now stay tuned for the next session in which we will be doing the questions of cash flow statement. So see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. with the cash flow statement. Thank you everyone for watching this session. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Now see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. with the chapter cash flow statement. Till then, good night, have sweet dreams and take care. Bye bye everyone.